James here. Long time no see, no talk, whatever. It's been a while. Sorry, I'm a little off today. It's been a crazy couple weeks with everything going on. What the fuck am I wearing? Sorry. I don't do the whole scarf girly thing. So Karen left me a note. It says, "Hey James, here are some questions for you." So Karen's been talking to some people, trying to get DID awareness out and be more social and stuff. So she has some questions for me to ask, and she has some questions that were asked that I'm supposed to answer today. But she and Lizzie also wanted me to just be able to vent and talk about what's been going on the past couple weeks. So, I don't know, it's just been kind of shitty, I guess. I may have mentioned before, Anya had been trying to communicate with the dark, shadowy part inside. We discovered 2 new altars who guard that place. They seem to have the ability to make Karen and anyone else who's near the front really numb and dissociated. And that really freaked me out. There's been a lot of emotional crap going on, which I don't deal with. I do conflict and confrontation and protection, but I don't do the whole let's talk about our feelings shit. That's not me. That's not my job. It's not my role. So, I don't know. I'm just really frustrated. Anya's been out a lot more and co-con with Karen, and they're dealing with a lot of her emotions and stuff, but it's hard. It's hard to listen to everyone arguing about how to deal with stuff and how to deal with triggers and not get really involved because they're working it out and trying to talk about her eating and everything, but it's not my area. I can't get involved and I can't help, and I just feel really stuck and frustrated, I guess. So I talked to Lizzie, who's Karen's best friend, and she said that I need time to relax and chill, but even if I had time to do that, what would I do with my time? And she was like, well, you could watch Top Gear or watch a movie. It's great, but I don't know how to turn off. I'm always on, and I've been with Karen for so long, I don't know how to stop and turn it off. Yeah, I gotta get more time on Tumblr, I guess. I'd like to post more. I'm better if I can write down my thoughts, I think. I'm rambling a lot now and probably not making a whole fuck ton of sense. Sorry about the language. It's just... Anyway, so here are some questions that I'm going to attempt to answer. Number 1 is explain your role. How am I a protector? Okay, so how I see myself and how Karen's therapist sees me is I come out to protect Karen and anyone else from triggers. So if there's yelling, even all in good fun, if people are raising their voices, especially if Zoe or Connor or Anya is near the front, Karen gets very scared, and they get scared too and just overstimulated. So I come out and I'm not triggered by stuff like that. So I'm able to keep the body calm and keep any self-harm issues from coming, scratching, or anything like that. So that's one way I'm a protector. Also, if someone's getting in Karen's face or looking for confrontation, I'm the one to take over and argue for her or stand up for her, because she is very much like Maggie. She's a people pleaser. She freezes during conflict and then shuts down. And I try and step in before Maggie can step in, because Maggie's solution to everything is to people please and just submit to whatever the other party wants. So clearly that's not healthy. It probably was healthy. I bet she taught some of her kids to do that when the body was younger, because there was no escape from the shit. So that's what I do. So I take over and can be aggressive and assertive in those situations. I hope that answers your question. So the next part is, what are you responsible for? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I'm responsible for trying to keep everything together. So if Karen is driving somewhere and gets triggered by a car horn, or someone is aggressively driving in the lane next to her and pulls in front of her and she freezes up, then I will slip in. Most cases when Karen is out of the house, whether she's with someone or she's by herself, I am co-conscious with her, because it's safer that way, just in case when Karen's by herself at the front, she's more vulnerable to a little one taking over or being co-con with her, and that's dangerous in a lot of cases when she's out, because like if we're in the pet store getting stuff for the guinea pigs or for Lucy, and one of the kids wants to see the bird and starts like flapping excitedly and jumping up and down, that's not appropriate. So I try and be aware with her and sort of keep everyone inside organized and calm, so that we can get the shit done that has to get done. It's on her to-do list or whatever. So the next question is, what triggers you to come out? I think I covered that one mostly. Right now, Karen and Lizzie are helping me to work with more positive triggers. So like if there's a free hour at night and I want to watch Top Gear, I can come out and I don't have to be all aggressive all the time. I can actually have some downtime, which is a weird concept for me. I don't know what I would do with downtime if I had it, but I guess I have to work on it. So the next part that Karen wants me to answer is to talk about negative and positive reactions that I've had with people in Karen's life. Well, I have a pretty positive relationship going with Lizzie. We talk a lot. She takes my shit, and I really love talking to her. She's a really cool girl. She's chill, and she helps me a lot. Like, when we first started talking, Karen got really triggered, and so did some of the littles, and I was out, and, like, no one was answering me or talking to me inside. I had no idea what to do. Everyone was, like, crying. I don't do the whole tears thing. Like, emotions are not my deal. So she helped me try and calm the body down enough and taught me some grounding techniques to try and get Karen back. So that was really positive. Karen and I talk a lot about what I can do to better interact with her family, because I have not had positive relations with them, to say the least. There was one time coming back from therapy, Karen's mom had driven us, and I got in the car, and Connor stuck her tongue out at Karen's mom, and then she got really frazzled and asked like what was going on, and then I came out and like started yelling at her. So that was not my shining moment. Anytime that there's been a conflict or conversation that's gotten intense with Karen's dad, I've usually come out and said some not nice things or gotten really aggressive. So, gotta get better at that. Just as a survival thing, like it's gonna make life a lot easier for her if I can hold on to my anger and aggression better. I really like talking to Lizzie though. I consider her a good friend, but I like to get to know other people too. Lizzie actually gave me this really cool poster a couple weeks ago. I'm going to try and show it to you. Yeah, Top Gear. And then she got a Sherlock one. So that was pretty exciting. All right, dork moment over. Last part of the question. Why am I a protector? Why am I here? Damn, that's a loaded question. I don't want to get into anything that Karen wouldn't want me to say. But I've been around for a long time. I see myself as her older brother. I'd do anything to keep Karen and Maggie and Zoe and Anya and Hannah and Connor and Tommy safe, and it's who I am. It's what I was made to do. This is what I do. So that's all I got to say about that. If you have any questions that you want to ask about us or me, or just get to know me more, I really like that. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video to talk about anything. You can message me anytime. Sorry, Karen's near the front, and so is Anya, and I'm getting all jumbled and confused. All right, it was nice talking to you guys. See you later.